Ladies and gentlemen, over the next few days, we will hear perspectives from across the ecosystem, government, researchers, international partners. But right now, it is time for us to hear directly from Morocco's private sector through the voice of its president, Mr. Chakib Lelij. Let's please give him a round of applause.
Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, partners, dear friend of Morocco. It is a great honor for me to take the floor of this 5th edition of the World Power to X Summit here in Marrakesh, a city that embodies Morocco's ambition to become a hub of innovation, sustainability, and global partnership. Let me begin by underlying Morocco's determination to lead in the field of green hydrogen. Our national roadmap is one of the most ambitious worldwide, aiming at up to 9 million tons per year by 2050. Since last year, commitments of more than 300 billion dirhams have been announced for 6 large-scale projects in green hydrogen, green ammonia, and green steel, each supported by land allocation of up to 30,000 hectares. This scale is unprecedented in Africa and clearly demonstrates that Morocco has moved beyond planning into implementation, thanks to the vision of His Majesty King Mohammed VI, may God assist him. These projects have now moved into advanced engineering and feasibility studies, with reserved land secured and detailed technical, environmental and infrastructure assessment underway. Our country also benefits from a significant competitive advantage. According to IRENA, Morocco could be among the nations with the lowest production cost for green hydrogen by 2050, ranging between 0.70 and $1.40 per kilogram, depending on technological progress and efficiency gain. To achieve this level of competitiveness, we must combine our abundant renewable resources with highly efficient electrolyzers, ensure success to low-cost financing, and achieve economies of scale. Ladies and gentlemen, we believe at CGM that transforming this ambition into reality requires clear milestones. The Morocco green hydrogen offer must therefore be translated into defined national targets for electrolyzer capacity, dedicated renewable generation, and measurable export volumes. At the same time, priority should be given to infrastructure development, including pipelines, port terminals, and export facilities, which are essential to connect Morocco to UE, hydrogen, backbone, and global markets. Equally important is the alignment of our technical environmental and certification standards with those of European Union. Without such harmonization, we risk competitiveness gaps that could limit access to premium export markets. Furthermore, scaling up hydrogen requires securing financing for high capex projects and including long-term offtake contract. Morocco attractiveness will depend on combining public-private partnership in desalination, ports, and pipeline with its incentives for early movers, as well as access to carbon market to monetize avoided emission. Ladies and gentlemen, when we ask ourselves what success looks like 5 years from now, we often think first of export. However, The success of our green hydrogen strategy cannot be assessed solely through the lens of export volume. It must also be measured by the value we are able to create and retain here at home within the Moroccan economy. Morocco has the capacity to meet up to 4% of global demand by 2030, thanks to its abundant resource and available land, but the real question is how this opportunity can create jobs, stimulate SMEs, and reinforce our industrial sovereignty. This is why workforce training and capacity building must become central pillars of our strategy, ensuring that Moroccan skills match the requirement of this emerging industry. It is equally crucial to stimulate domestic demand. By 2050, international consumption could reach up to 2 million tons per year, particularly in sectors such as transport, steel, cement, and fertilizers. Ensuring hydrogen in our own industrial ecosystem will guarantee resilience and provide a natural basis for growth. Moreover, Morocco must aim to move up the value chain. Rather than limiting ourselves to the export of molecules, we should focus on producing derivatives such as green ammonia, methanol, and green steel. This requires the introduction of industrial offset clause with international partners to secure technology transfer and strengthen our national industry. SMEs must also be empowered through suppliers' development programs and industrial parks located around PTX hubs, enabling them to participate in global supply chain and benefit from opportunities in civil works, logistics, desalination, and maintenance. Ladies and gentlemen, the scale of what it is at stake is unprecedented. Power-to-X technology have the potential to reshape global energy trade flows, and Morocco is determined to be at the forefront. Our ambition is not only to become a reliable exporter of green molecule, but also to build a sovereign, job-intensive hydrogen economy that creates value for Moroccan industry, strengthens our SMEs, and delivers prosperity for our citizens. This is how Morocco will ensure that it does not simply participate in the global hydrogen economy, but actively shaping it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.